What is up, beautiful people? So today is September 11, Asia Friday. So this is going to be the last trade of the week here, you guys. And we took a dub for the final day. I'll show you guys just a challenge on Trade Sinker here. On funding pips right over here, or tick, sorry. So I requested a payout. We are still waiting for it to go into our Rise account here. But that's why I couldn't really trade the master account. Okay. As you can see, we are up 0.5% for today. And I implemented this new rule. And it's going to be for all my accounts is I'm going to create a buffer up until 102, 103. And then that's when I'll be able to take full 1% trades. So I'll basically create a buffer all 0.5% trades. Because with this strategy, this win rate should be quick to get that buffer with a high percentage win here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's something I will be doing now, especially scaling, right, with 3 funded. Worst thing you can do is blow the account. I don't want to start all over. So hey, don't be greedy. We'll be patient. We'll get our buffer. And then that's when we'll start requesting payouts, right? Again, we're here for the long term. We're not here just 1 month, 2 months, whatever the case, right? But yeah, let's go over the trade recap today on gold. And I actually took a long here. And as you guys can see on the 4 hour, there's not really any clean moves here. And note, these 2 candles were not formed yet, so we only had this right here, right? But what I always do in trade, key levels. Okay, we have here resistance, we broke it, and then we found support twice. Okay, so my bias off of that, you guys, high time frame, scale out, extremely bullish, look, creating higher highs. What we do here, we create triple bottom, and we still are finding support. So let's see on the 1 hour, I see this pre-market. Guys, this is not the best conditions right over here. No directions, no fair value gaps, no clean liquidity to take out. So honestly, going into today, I was not expecting any trades at all. And I scale out, 15 minutes, nothing too clean again, no gaps anywhere. The only thing you could argue is this gap over here that we respected pre-market, but it was already utilized, right? So again, no trades really. So then I was just looking at the 1 minute, and I was actually gonna not trade at all today because there was no high probability setups that occurred. And I actually went out, but before I went out, I was presented a trade. I took it, and then I went out. Okay, so that's why I took a trade. I'll show you guys why I took a trade, even though these conditions were not good until I saw price kicking in, until we saw some volume. Okay, so again, our strategy is we trade 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. because that's where all the volume is in Asia. And it's right over here, 8. Pretty much we opened up here, you guys. We have a 15-minute gap that was created right around, what is this, like the 7th, was it 7:30? Let me see. Oh, 15 gap was actually, okay, market open, that's good. So 7:30 to 8, we had a gap here. And sometimes I do trade gaps if there are any good continuation. But as you guys can see here, we open, gap. The only low we took at this time was here. Right, but there was no clean movements. Yes, I could have taken this, honestly, guys, this trade right here. It just targets at the high here because I'm not too sure where the market is going. Right, trade at 1-to-1. So we would have hit this trade no problem. Oh no, I actually wouldn't have. No, I would have lost the trade, but I did not take this trade because it was such a low quality setup. We have no good draws to targets, nothing really, right? So I stayed out of the market on this trade, which is really, really good, right? And then, I was gonna step out for that. I'm like, okay, fuck, I'm not gonna waste my time. There's nothing really happening in the markets up until this happened. Right over here, 8:40 candle, 15 minutes before Sydney open. And because Sydney open was just 150-minute candle away, when Sydney opens, you guys, it loves to continue whatever pre-market is doing. Okay, and that's just what I found out trading gold for most of my setups. What do you guys see over here? All right, 15 minutes. Okay, we have this, and then this. Guys, literally 45 minutes, or sorry, 45 minutes into the 8 p.m. candle, we have big volume kicking in. Okay, like big volume. Look at these candles over here compared to these ones, right? Pure chop. Now we have a lot of inefficiencies, showing us that we're going one way, right? Simple. Big candles, big movement. So we had these breaks right here, this break, and I wasn't too certain yet. Okay, on the high time frame we're bullish, but this is not enough confluence for me to go bullish. What ended up happening is on the 50-minute here, I marked it, this gap, we inverse the gap. And look how strong that is on the 50 minutes, okay? 50 minutes, we inverse. And what made this a really, really good setup, you guys? It's right over here. We found support on that inverse, and we broke these structure highs right here, these triple top. Okay, so now, not only in the high time frame are we mega bullish, on the lower time frame, right, we either suspect a PD array, which is the fair value gap. We created an inverse. We had a break of structure. We had displacement up. Now that's warranted my entry. Okay, what's my entry? You retrace into the fair value gap right over here, where the break of structure happens. Right, and here, because I got filled here, but I guess we'll do it here. Doesn't matter, same shit. But what I do is I target 1-to-1. You guys, 1-to-1 is all you need with a high win rate. Like dead ass, bro. 1-to-1 is all you need. Okay, we took the 1-to-1, and yes, look at this. This was at 4-hour highs. I could have held it here, honestly. You know, I wanted to, because it was clear that it was going to take the highs. But just to fix my psychology so I can stay consistent with my strategy, is I'll take this 1-to-1 trade any day. Okay, because at this point, my strategy, right, and I'm gonna do more back testing on like going to draws, see if they still push draws usually or not. I think they would, because this is a really good liquidity spot. But again, my strategy is a 1-to-1. So why would I stray away from the strategy that's been working for the last 2 weeks? The one that helped me pass my eval, the one that got me funded, the one that got me my first payout. Doesn't make sense to now divert my plan, right? Just because I'm funded and greed is taking over. Doesn't fucking matter, bro. I'm gonna stick to my setup. That's it. Okay, so what do? We took the win. Done for today. We're up 0.5% on both the challenges here. So you guys can see our master's account we cannot trade yet because we're pending the payout. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it for today, you guys. Asia Friday, so we're gonna have a good weekend. You know, reset the mental. Come back next week. We can push all-time highs, get some A+ setups, and we keep scaling, bro. But anyways, you guys, yeah, this is why, again, 2 things, right? It's 1, patience. Don't FOMO. You wait for a really good setup, right? Compared to the short I could have taken, I waited, got a high quality setup, okay? And patience is key in trading. Because one thing I did before is I take a loss, I see a shift change, and then I force a trade. And then that's when you stop. Never ever want to force any setups at all in the market, right? You just give what's given to you. You take it. If it wins, it wins. It loses, it loses. Yeah. All right, you have a good weekend, motherfuckers. Peace out.